Giving feedback sucks. But did you know that AI can make it easier and not in the way that you think? My name is Debbie, and I have a PhD in social and digital psychology, and I read tons of academic journals so that you can use tech smarter. If that sounds good to you, give me a follow. Typically, we know what happens when humans give feedback. There's tons of books on how to give feedback correctly because people can be really resistant to hearing critical feedback. But the big question was, do people do the same thing when AI gives feedback? And so researchers looked at this. And what they found was that actually when chatbots give negative feedback back to participants, so they're much more likely to listen to the feedback. They have greater trust in the chatbot that's giving the feedback, and they have a more willingness to collaborate in the future. And so one of the reasons why is because of this idea of psychological reactance theory. And that's basically saying that when our autonomy or our self-worth feels threatened, usually through criticism, we're much more likely to be defensive. But the thing with machines is that they aren't seen as making any character judgments. And so we're not assuming that a machine is holding a grudge or has an ulterior motive. And so we're less likely to be defensive. The other really fascinating thing that they found was that the machine feedback directly improved their future performance and actually increased the perceived value of peer feedback. And so people actually listen better to human feedback after receiving machine criticism. So it means that machines, when they are actually giving us feedback, not only does it help us receive that feedback, it helps us to receive human feedback later on. So we can actually learn better from each other after we've received feedback from a machine. So how can we actually use this? It means that we should actually try to use AI and machine feedback or automate systems to give us feedback anytime we can, because it actually helps us to listen to that feedback. And secondly, it is actually a great path towards more human feedback. For instance, if you wanted to get better at something, you might have a machine sort of grade you first, but then what you should do is actually seek out professionals or experts or other peers that can help you further. So if you're in a team or by yourself, try to use machines as a first point of contact. So don't feel that machines are going to replace all feedback loops, but it can definitely help soften some of the ways that we receive feedback. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.